Roula and Ryan show.
Yes, it is.
It is. It is. I mean,
Thanksgiving Monday.
we're moving a little slow right now because it's like 900 degrees in here right now.
Hey, somebody texted, how come Air Innovations doesn't fix your AC system if it's so hot in there? Let me tell you why. Because the last time the air went out in this building at 9801 Westheimer, we had to shut down Westheimer to get a crane to bring the compressors in to fix it. It's a bit of a bigger job than that. We're talking commercial 11 floors of AC problems. Like
12, actually.
You know, but by the way, we are giving away a brand new HVAC system to someone valued at $22,000.
I'll take that.
You go to the KRVE contest page for the Cozy Christmas contest page. You can enter to win a brand new HVAC for your whole house. Pretty fantastic.
And this hour, we got to promote, too. We got a lot of things happening.
A lot of things happening. First of all,
we're changing things around.
We're going to talk to Todd. Remember Todd? He was telling his family.
On Ryan's Roses.
No.
On Bombshells.
The Bombshells. First are going to be the Bombshells. Todd told his whole family he was going to basic training, but really he went to rehab, and he was going to tell the truth at Thanksgiving.
I'll be shocked if his family didn't
shunned
give a big
him
hug.
for that. Yeah.
If they shunned him,
And then Jessica got a new job in Australia, and she's got to tell the family, hey, we're moving away. So we're going to check in with her. And then after that, we'll have a Roses update. Remember, Thomas found out that his dad's wife, his new wife, is only 2 years older than him.
But if you don't remember,
we're going to give you recaps.
Play a little recap. So
give you some recaps.
So Roula and Ryan's Roses updates at 7:40 today because we're going to have the Bombshell updates at 7:20 today.
Because
usually we do the Roses update at 7:20, but we want to make sure we talk to the Bombshellers.
Yeah, because he's got to leave, so I want to make sure to get him on.
But right now, we want to talk to you if you found something fantastic on a Black Friday deal, because today's Cyber Monday. Americans spent a record $9.8 billion online on Black Friday. So imagine what they're going to spend today on Cyber Monday. That is a 7.5% increase from last year. They do not track in-person sales in this story, but MasterCard saw a 1% bump at physical stores. Just over half of the online purchases were made on phones, which tends to mean lots of impulsive buys.
Oh, yeah.
For yourself. Not for someone you love.
Of course.
A lot of it, of course, was buy now, pay later plans. That was up 47% from last year because a quarter of Americans are still in holiday debt from 2022. That is correct. According to Wallet Hub, 24% of Americans are still paying off lingering credit card balances from 2022. A fifth of Americans admitted they would apply for a new credit card in order to help pay for holiday shopping this year. And that's how it works.
So we heard a story yet about layaway?
Wow.
Like, there's always that one rich guy that goes into like Walmart and he pays everyone's layaway.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Is that what you're going to do this Christmas, Eric, for the Christmas miracle?
No. Eric's a 99-cent store. I'll do that.
Eric's Walmart daddy.
The 99-cent store doesn't have layaway, my friend. No. People worldwide spent more than $70 billion on Black Friday products. The best-selling categories were electronics, then toys, then video games. Americans bought $5.6 billion worth of stuff online last Thursday. The thing that I got that really suckered me in, and it's really stupid, but it's so amazing. There's this blanket that has a weight to it. Not a weighted blanket per se that you can see like even at CVS, like 25-pound blanket. It's just a very cozy, comfy blanket. And I bought one, and I thought, oh, this is very comfortable. So I had bought like 2 more so my girls could have one. My nephew was over. He lives in New Braunfels, so he was over on Thanksgiving Thursday. And I said, you know what? You have a new place. He's a post-grad, brand new graduate. I go, I'm going to give you this blanket. He texted me yesterday, and a picture of the blanket on his bed. He goes, this is the most amazing blanket ever. I took a 2-hour nap. It was glorious. I go, yes, it's glorious. And then I gave another one of those blankets to one of my friends for her, and her husband hijacked it and said, this blanket is amazing because it has just enough of a little bit of a weight to it, but it's not a weighted blanket. Where did I find it? The most random of stores. It was that if you go to Beltway and Memorial, there's a Pottery Barn, there's a Gap, there's a Hallmark store. Okay, right next to Francesca's, where like there's Cava and there's Francesca's, there's a little store in there. It's called Soft Surroundings. And I go, what the hell is in there? Soft Surroundings. Well, it's soft. What the hell's in there? This magical freaking blanket's in there. That's what's in there. There's not one more store in Houston that's called that store. I asked them,
what's it called?
It's called Soft Surroundings. I said, do you guys have more of these stores? They go, no, and unfortunately we're going out of business. I go,
what?
You are?
You better buy stock, Roula.
So that blanket was 30% off when I bought it. And I bought 4 of them now. And now I'm thinking, oh my God, I feel like that
You're
hoarder.
going today and buy 10 more. Everyone gets a blanket.
Because that blanket was
market.
so fantastic. Even my son was like, Mommy, I love this blanket. I go, I know.
You get a blanket.
Yeah, we all get blankets.
I'm telling you, Kevin, if I got you that blanket, which maybe I will after the show today in case I hope they don't sell out, you and Booster are going to thank me when we come back from break. You'll be like,
fight over it.
Roula, that blanket was glorious.
What colors do they have?
Well, I don't know what they have now because I think since Black Friday they
What
sold a
colors
lot.
did
But
you
I had
buy?
gotten just like a plain white.
Okay.
And then there was a pretty like a sage green, and there was like a royal blue.
Yeah.
much?
Okay.
It was $85 on the sale. I think it was $120 originally.
That's expensive.
That's why they're not
fancy blankets.
That's like an
That's why they're going out of
price.
business.
I'm going to show you a picture of it.
I'll just double up on my Mexican
I'm
blankets.
getting myself like a $30 blanket.
Look, let me
I'll
show
get
you
2
this
of them.
blanket.
I
I'm gonna
like
show
the
you a picture
color
of it.
idea.
Because even like it looks like it's furry on top, but it's not furry. It's not faux fur, but the bottom is so cozy. I don't know. This blanket is great. And blankets are a big, stupid thing that people buy. That is an untalked about gift. How many times have I given you a blanket? Like a throw. Here's a throw.
I don't want somebody
is that
to give me a
girl thing,
blanket.
Sam?
I think it is because I
It's
think
a girl
last year
thing.
I gave
Girl
Kev,
gifts.
Yeah.
I gave Kevin B a blanket,
Like a throw blanket or something?
because it was like holiday.
Did you enjoy the blanket, Kevin?
They not Kev, but B sent me so many cute selfies all snuggled in it, so he liked it.
Okay. I mean, if I had a dime for every nap blanket I had, we
But
just
this one was
stacked
cute
them up.
and
Oh, yeah, you put 'em up, they
festive. Okay.
Got a lot of blankets.
Somebody
You know
just
what
texted in,
sucks?
guys.
I appreciate
Soft
it.
surroundings is amazing. They have the softest clothes. It feels like you're in jammies all day.
Does it work right now? Where those?
Not for long.
It's called soft surroundings. You're surrounded
sucks.
by softness, and unfortunately, they're going out of business. So go get your blanket. But maybe
30%
I
off.
should run. I should run now that I've told
You better
everyone
go there
this
now.
because it's the only store.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh no, I want that blanket. Another one.
I feel like if you don't have a blanket on when you take a nap, you're like a psychopath.
Yes.
Like if
Who
you just lay in your
lays
bed.
down on a bed.
Who just lays on a bed with no
Yes.
blankets?
I'm telling you, you need a blanket. Y'all
and
make
no.
fun
I mean,
of
I'm
me.
not saying by accident either, where you just lay there, you're on your phone, and you fall asleep. I'm saying you go to take a nap.
And
if
you
you
don't
put a
have a
comforter
blanket?
on or a blanket,
Yeah,
That's
or at least a
weird.
sheet or a
Yeah.
throw on top of
I
yourself.
feel naked like
You're crazy.
you feel protected or something. I don't know why we have to have something on us.
Tell you that soft blanket is so soft.
Not if the room felt like the studio.
That's true. It is 974 degrees today. If we were working on the sales
Cool
side, our
blanket.
boss El Jefe would say, "Everyone take a virtual day
Oh
today."
yeah, yeah. If this is on the other side,
Oh yeah,
they'd
this
all be
office
off.
is
They'd all be
closed.
off. They'd all be off,
The deal
yeah.
would say on the door, "Sorry, offices are closed.
Yep.
AC's down."
Yep.
No, here, get
Instead,
to work,
we're
I
losers.
actually saw something on.
I think I
it
wore
said-
double deodorant today.
They sell cooling blankets
Toasty
now.
over
I've
here.
seen those online. Cooling blankets.
Can you buy us some? Thanks.
Yeah,
Cooling.
come on,
Fence
Daddy
Daddy.
Warbucks. Blanket Daddy.
Blanket Daddy? That's my new.
He's a fence daddy. He's a
Roula's the blanket daddy.
I'm the
She's
blanket
one
mommy.
Bought 4 of these
Hey,
freaking
mommy.
$85 blankets.
Y'all, I don't know why y'all think that's expensive when I got the deal. It used to be 120 or 130. That's a deal to me.
That's
It was like
girl math
40.
right there.
Yeah,
It is
That
girl
is
math.
girl math.
Oh,
It's
you
girl
know,
math.
it's like,
Yes.
And you know what? They're going out of business. It might drop even more.
And the same logic that you have, they could say, well, I just bought 4 cars. Normally they're 80,000, but they're only 60,000
That's 100%
now.
girl math at Target
Yep.
or Marshalls or
Yep.
TJ
Yep.
Maxx.
I had to buy it.
Or Nordstrom
God.
Rack. Do I need this pair of shoes? No. Do I want this pair of Uggs that's discounted to $40 from $120? Yes.
So what's the name of the blanket? People are asking.
I don't know the name of the blanket. I just know the name of the store. It's called Soft
I
Surroundings.
didn't know the name of the blanket. You talked about it.
And you bought 4
Right,
of
I
them.
don't know the store. I just knew that it's the only blanket they sell in the store. We got to go. Coming up next, let's check in with our bombshellers.
Todd and Jessica.
People who called in to tell us before Thanksgiving what the big news was they were going to share. They're calling back to tell us how did it all play out. You'll hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Okay, don't forget, we're just minutes away from a Roula and Ryan's Roses update. We're going to check in with Thomas. He found out that his dad's wife, new wife, she's only like
Kira.
2 years older than Thomas, is cheating on him.
Yeah, the way you're pronouncing your words in that is you're very. Can you believe his new wife?
I think I watched too much Dateline. It's like that
You're
guy
like,
who
his
was
new wife.
Who's Matthew?
Kira.
Who's Matthew Perry's like stepfather? The guy who's very sing-songy.
I don't know his name, but he's the guy from like Dateline
Keith
or something.
I forget what
Morrison.
he is.
No.
Keith Morrison.
No, is that from The Doors?
No, that's Jim
That's Jim
Morrison.
Jim Morrison, that's his cousin.
That's Jim Morrison.
Anyway,
Keith Morrison,
yes.
he's very storytellerish. And then he tiptoed down the hallway and killed her.
Crazy. So Roula and Ryan Roses is going to take a little side step because we have to get with the schedule of the people who called us
we got
originally
Todd.
before Thanksgiving to tell us big news they were going to share with their family. Should we go first to Todd's original
Yes.
call? We're going to recap
Yeah.
people. Here's what Todd told us before the Thanksgiving break he was going to say. Here we go.
My family thinks that I've been away at basic training in the military, but I've just been in rehab for the past 2 months because of substance abuse issues.
Oh, whoa.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Hold up. Tell me about the exchange between the last time your parents saw you, where instead of going to basic training, you went to rehab.
Actually, one of my best friends was joining the Navy. And that's kind of what gave me the idea. It was like perfect timing. And so I told them that I was going to be going to Great Lakes Naval Base, which is near Chicago. So I know there's no way they'd be able to come up there or drop me off or any of that.
When you came up with this lie, did you not have an end game? Like, what were you planning on telling them?
I honestly didn't have an end game. I was so deep in trying to trick them. I mean, I even got to the point where I wrote several letters from me. I convinced my best friend. He didn't want to do it, but I was like, look, man, I just need you to do this.
Oh, for the return address.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
So the return address. Did you
not doing drugs anymore? I mean, on 8 weeks, I know it.
I'm basically 2 months, 64 days sober as of right now.
Good for you.
Good.
That's great. That's a huge...
So what do you think your parents are going to react? Because I'd be mad because I'd want my son.
They're going to probably be concerned that you had this problem. Are you thinking that they're going to be more concerned about that, or are they going to be angry that you lied about going to basic training?
Both. Like, I think they're going to be so concerned and so pissed.
Your family does not have any idea you were hooked on drugs?
I don't think they knew I was hooked on drugs. I mean, the past 5 years, like, I've had problems with cocaine and alcohol, and I think my family just thinks it was alcohol.
All right, so that was his dilemma. We're going to try and
we're
talk
so
to
excited to talk to Todd
now.
right now and tell us what happened. So please welcome back to the show, Todd. Good morning, Todd.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Todd.
Morning.
So how did the family receive the news?
My family handled it a lot better than I thought they would. They were really, really concerned for me first and foremost. My mom was a little bit more mad than my dad. Turns out my dad actually had some issues that I never knew about.
What?
Oh, wow.
You guys
my
could have
gosh.
shared that.
Him and I bonded so much this Thanksgiving, and I think him and I are just going to be the best of friends. I mean, he's really going to help me out. I had no idea. He did the same stuff. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Wow, that's a bombshell in itself.
Yeah, double bomb.
Hey, you know your dad did coke and was, an alcoholic.
That's something like Kev did when he found out his parents were getting divorced. You just throw something back at him.
Oh, yeah? I got something for you, honey.
But you know what? They do say that there are genetics that are involved. There's a predisposition for addiction.
Wow, look at you finding out all this information, Todd. Okay, so they were all supportive.
That's great.
I mean, nobody was offended that
Mom's
you
a
lied
little
about the
mad.
military.
Yeah, I'd be mad that it had that
Yeah,
part.
both of them felt like, well, what did we do wrong? What did we do wrong? You know, they thought they messed up. My dad thought it was because of him because he had the issues. But honestly, I've never felt closer to my family. I mean, I feel really bad. My mom, I think she told a bunch of her friends.
I'd be proud of you if you're my kid. So well done.
But I see how his mom is like not going to go scream from the rooftops. Guess what? Todd had an addiction problem, guys, and now he kicked it.
Good point.
Just say it was a visual test fail.
Yeah. There's
And
always
that's
ways.
why you're not doing that anymore. I
Don't get too deep in the lie. Just your mom can just say something quick,
One
fast.
simple line.
Move on to something else.
Okay. Well, Todd, we are really proud of you, and I'm so happy your family has rallied around you. Good luck.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. That was something. Well, I'm very happy it turned out the way it did for him because now he bonded more with his dad.
And we can help him out.
Yeah. Okay. So Jessica was the other person who we wanted to catch up with after she shared with us what she was going to tell her family on Thanksgiving. If you missed Jessica's original call, here's what she called in to share with us.
I got a new job. It's almost double what I'm making now. It's amazing. The only problem, all my family is here. I got 2 kids, and I'm going to be taking them with me to Australia.
So you're moving like 20 hours away.
Yeah, in January, too.
Oh, wow. How old are your kids?
7 and 10.
Oh, wow.
And-
so
okay, so are you
grandparents are
married?
not going to like that.
Okay. Wait, question. Are you married? Is your mate, how's your mate feel?
He's, not even in the picture. We're not together. He's a deadbeat dad. I don't think he's going to be upset at all. He's not going to care. I'm the breadwinner. He has, no real custody, doesn't do anything for them. We're moving in January, so it's happening very soon. But they're excited. I got a real dad, a stepdad, sisters. It's just easier this way.
And they're all going to be in one spot.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Jessica's dilemma.
So let's check in with Jessica and see how it all played out. Good morning, Jessica.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Jessica,
Morning.
did it go the way you'd hoped it would go?
Oh, my God, no, it was terrible. So my ex-sister-in-law, my deadbeat dad, his sister, heard us on the radio.
When you originally told us?
Yeah, she heard everything.
Should have changed your name.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica, and then what happened?
She told her brother, my ex, and he showed up at my mom's on Thanksgiving and just pitched a fit.
Did he show up before you got there? Before you dropped the news on him?
He kind of got there around the time I got there. It was really strange, but he just started yelling at me. I hadn't told my family yet, so it was just a big nightmare. My parents don't understand why he's there. I don't know why he's there.
But if he found out on Friday, like he waited a whole week, he didn't come after you, like
right away.
I would have came out, on Saturday or Sunday.
Maybe he had to think about it.
Yeah. Well, maybe she didn't tell him right away. I don't know.
Or he was just wanting to make his point in front of everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, it was quite a disaster. He made a huge scene. My mom's mad at me. I have to get lawyers now. He's a piece of crap. Him showing up at Thanksgiving, that was the first time he'd seen the kids in like years. So he's the worst.
I don't think he's got any parental rights then.
And if he hasn't paid you, if he's a deadbeat.
I mean, don't you have to give up your parental right to not have them? Because unfortunately, you still have them just because you are the
you
parent.
you can probably go to jail nowadays, right?
With no payments?
If he's not made payments, he's not going to want to fight you in court.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
It sounds like then you can challenge him and you'd win that.
Yeah, I'm not super nervous about that, but it's just very stressful with everything going on now. I have to hire a lawyer. It's going to be so stressful. I have to recontact, my divorce attorney and just, it's the worst. I mean, he was so drunk. It was a nightmare.
Oh, no.
I hope you got that documented. Hopefully somebody filmed that.
I hope so.
Yeah, possibly. It was terrible Thanksgiving.
And also your family, you didn't get to tell your family on your own terms, your own way.
He stole your thunder.
You got this great new job with double the salary and great opportunity. Instead, it's drunk ex shows up and starts a fight.
Yeah, it should have been a positive thing, but he made it.
It still is.
Yeah.
It still is. Nothing good ever came easy, and I'm sure good things are on the way for you.
Oh, for sure. I got to get through this now.
Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but I'm still happy for your new job.
Yeah,
I hope
exciting.
that goes well. And thanks so much for checking back in with us, Jessica. Best of luck.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Have a great day. Take care.
Okay, you too.
All right, you got to look at the positive, though.
Some people are texting, anybody know what the cost of living is in Australia versus America?
That's a good idea.
No idea.
Let's check that out real quick.
I mean, the difference is it the same as moving to New York versus Houston? Because it's always so much more expensive in different states.
I mean, our dollar's worth more, right? Like if you make $1 here, is it like 85 cents there?
I don't know. The one thing is when I was there for 6 weeks, it was nice to know that the price you're looking at is the price. They didn't add tax on top of that. Like if I was buying something for $14, it was $14.
Oh, that is
nice. Here it's $14 plus
Here
whatever the tax is.
Yeah.
Right.
Cost of living in Australia, on average, is 2.1% lower than in the United States.
Oh, and she's getting double the salary? Yeah. Come on, that's
so pretty much she's doubling her salary.
No brainer for that.
And that guy showing up on Thanksgiving, no good.
She needs to give it to the lawyer. That sucks. She has to give it to the lawyer now.
He'll get scared really quick.
But we kind of thought that when she told us that the first time, people were texting that listen, if this guy hasn't given up his rights as a father, you still have to go through legal paperwork to be able to take your children. Like you said, Eric, we'll repeat again. When you decide to come do the Roula and Ryan show in Houston and you left Dallas, then you opened the gates for your wife to take your son anywhere she wanted to live.
There's
she could move.
I assume everybody has that in their decree that you can't leave without their permission.
Isn't that what Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner were getting in a whole
you
thing
just
about?
can't take your kid and move somewhere else. That's not fair to the other parent.
Yeah, because she was going to say when she's not filming and he's not doing stuff, the kids are going to be raised in the UK. But now that the divorce is in order, they're like, oh, Lord, now it's getting sticky.
That sucks because we had talked to people that are stuck in Houston, remember? They've called in.
Like they want to move, but they can't because their kids are here.
Yeah.
That's a whole other topic.
If you can't find a job, especially like in this business, there's only so many places you can work.
It's true.
Right. That would be rough.
Well, if there's anything that you shared with your family that was a shocker, you can always call us on our listener line and be like, oh my God, here's something unexpected that happened. I ordered some turkeys from this guy in a garage and I didn't get any food.
That guy.
I'm sorry,
Lance.
I want to check in with Thomas, though, because he found out that his dad's new bride, who's only 2 years older than him. Isn't that weird, though, that your dad's married to somebody that's only 2 years older than you?
Ain't the first time it's happened in the world.
And he thought she was cheating on him, and he was right.
It's Roula and Ryan's Roses with Kyle. She wanted to go with Kyle. Not him. Kyle. Not her husband. What was his name? William. The dad's name is William.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll get a recap and an update about Roula and Ryan's Roses. I know we're kind of shifting things around. But we had to accommodate the schedules of our bombshellers.
Thanks, Todd.
It's good. I'm glad we got to know Todd's update.
Hey, Todd had a very positive story.
I'll be like, sorry, y'all can't accommodate my time. Then I won't tell you. But I'm like, no,
we gotta know.
We need to know what happened. When you told your family you lied, but it worked out for him, so it's good. All right, Roula and Ryan's Roses update is next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Late night talking. That's Harry Styles on the Roula and Ryan Show, 104.1 KRBE. Before we get into the Roses update, which I know usually we do Scoop, brought to you by Air Innovations here. Innovative Lasers of Houston here. Air Innovations on my head, though, because of the AC in here.
It's so hot in here.
So we're changing things around a little bit because we did Bombshell update. So this we're going to have a Roula and Ryan's Roses update instead of doing Scoop. I also want to remind you guys that if you go to krbe.com right now, we still have that fantastic auction going on until December 1st at 5 p.m. It all benefits Texas Children's Hospital. It's for Houston's Little Heroes. All these different experiences with members of the KRBE team, whether it's all of us together or individually, like Sam and Eric are offering to go playing paintball with them, and then you can have a night at Benihana with Special K, or a night at my family's restaurant Christie's with me,
or go to the Grammys.
Or you can go to the Grammys. Win a trip to the Grammys
with your grandma.
You usually can't buy your way in there, but there you go. Take your Grammy to the Grammys.
That'd be cool
if you want. Go to krbe.com. That auction is live and running until December 1st at 5 p.m. Really fantastic opportunities to be a VIP guest here on the Roula and Ryan Show, and every single cent that is raised goes to Texas Children's Hospital. All right, let's get into the roses now.
Now, time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, parental discretion is advised. This was different because Thomas was really worried about his dad. His dad's name is William. So Thomas thought that his new, stepmom, Kira.
Which I don't think he ever calls her that. It's just his dad's wife.
Yeah, because she's 2
very
years
young.
older than him. And he's thinking, oh, man, this girl is just playing my dad. She's definitely cheating on him.
Yeah, so he wanted to know, without having to go through his dad, he wants to go to his dad with the ammo of, hey, here's the proof I found out she's messing around on you. When he told us what his plan was, obviously I had to call her up and offer her like a hotel stay.
Vacation.
Where I needed to know who she would like to go with romantically. And his suspicions were a guy named Kyle. And here's what played out on the phone as Kira was talking to me and Thomas was listening in Thursday before the break.
And you're saying, who do you want to take?
Kyle?
This is not going to go over well with Dad. I knew you were full of from day one, and now I've got you. This is a sweet, sweet moment. I got to tell you, Kira.
You're next level like crazy. Seriously, you've been overly medicated more than you usually do. I would love you to go tell your dad. He is going to be so upset at you. He's been gunning for me since I first met William. It's like he and his sister, all they care about is the money, the money, the money. Like they're just licking their chops for the day that my husband goes. And it's really sad.
Here's the difference between you and me, Kira. Here's the difference. I don't need Dad's money because I'm successful on my own.
I know
where you come from.
That's funny. You're successful because of your dad's money.
All right, stop. One at a time, guys.
Look at the shiny thing over here. Bottom line is, Kira, you just said you're going to go in a hotel couples retreat with a guy named Kyle, not William.
That doesn't mean that there is a romantic relationship, and I want Thomas to talk to William. Did Thomas tell you what my work is? I have to travel for work.
I'm sorry, your Instagram model nonsense not work.
Thomas, you're a f***ing idiot. Don't fall for this. You know what he does? He's trying to make this into like an evil stepmom. This had to use phrases like gold digger. That's what he said. You guys have no idea what our relationship is or our arrangements. And so
if you give me this polyamorous bullshit,
talk to your dad.
If you try to do that, I will. And there's no way my dad wouldn't have not made you sign a prenup. So you are f***ed, honey.
You're greedy. So's your sister. And you have no business
saw my dad
that you're running.
From day one. You saw him as a giant wallet, and I'm tired of you using him. Honestly, guys, I just want to thank you. I'm going to hang up now. I'm going to go talk to my dad. Mission accomplished.
All right, so we're going to find out what happened. This is a bombshell.
Bombshells. Hey, found out your wife's messing around like I thought. All right, well, we're very excited that Thomas has gotten back together with us so we can get the update on what happened before the break. Let's hear about it now. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning.
Hey, Thomas. Man, she was slick. When I hear that again, I'm like, she was like Roula said, look at the shiny object over here.
Yeah, she kept trying to say, oh, you want your dad's money. Completely ignoring that
she was deflecting.
Kyle
but she was good, though. She was not like...
She sticks to her guns, for sure. I'll give her that.
But, Thomas, what did you do? Did you go over and talk to Dad immediately?
I did, and he was a little shocked. He faced the truth. I downloaded the podcast. I made him listen to it. I walked him through it, put his face to the mirror of, you can't say this is not happening now. You can't deny this.
Did he know who Kyle was?
He had heard of Kyle, so now he can, put a face to the name and all that.
And what was the reaction? What did he say in the end? Is he going to end it with Kira or what?
He said, son, I obviously believe you. Sorry to being blind to this, blah, blah, blah. He prefaced with, don't worry, I've got the right paperwork in place, so she's not going to get everything. But the twist was he's not leaving her.
What?
Really?
Why not?
That's what I said. I was just like, Dad, what are you doing?
Maybe
man?
because he's like, I'm 60-some.
And I'm getting some
from a 32-year-old.
30.
I can't go back to a 60-year-old, maybe.
That's kind of the long and the short of it. I mean, he tried to, explain it a little classier, I'm married now. I'm in it. Ultimately, I'm sorry. I just don't want to be alone when I die. And all these.
How do you think that your mom would feel about
that's
this?
sad. He doesn't want to be alone when he
I
dies.
think she'd feel.
Don't make him ask you to talk about his mother when it comes to this.
No,
why
not? When you
if his mom was still alive, Ryan, we wouldn't be in this position.
No, I know, but if Mom is looking down right now, wouldn't she be disappointed?
Terrible.
Yeah, man. What do you think, bro?
That's my boy. That's my husband.
Listen, Thomas, here's the issue. Your dad, obviously being an adult man, can do whatever he wants, but the worry as the man that you love as your dad is that now that she knows she's been exposed and he won't leave her, opens up the floodgates for her to mistreat him.
Yeah, and it's like watching my dad give up, man. I always looked up to him. He's great at his business. He's very passionate. He enjoys it. He's very successful.
But women are the downfall for him.
I feel like he's just given up and sort of, I don't know, just selling.
I don't think he gave up. I think Eric kind of nailed it earlier. He's in his 60s and he's dating a woman that's only 2 years older than you, and he likes it.
Yeah.
And he's willing to put up with her crap.
And how's it going to work with you guys now?
That's going to be awkward.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely don't want to hang out with her at all because now it's just he likes taking it.
So there's no way you guys are going to vacation together, holiday together, be at each other's table.
So now it's just now I feel like I have to take a step back from my dad a bit.
What about your sister? Is your sister equally upset?
Yeah. Both of us were just like, Dad, come on, what are you doing? We hope that he kind of comes to and, sort of changes his mind, but I don't know.
I think he will. If you two distance yourself and he realizes that, hey, my kids don't want to be around anymore, I think eventually, the shininess of that marriage will wear off.
Grandkids down the road?
Yeah. He's not going to want to lose you guys.
Or stepkids.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. That's true.
Oh, my God. I just didn't think about her. She's 32.
Only 30.
Yeah. What if your dad gets her pregnant?
Well, he got a vasectomy, but knowing her, she'll probably pressure him into trying to get it reversed. I don't know.
Ouch.
Oh,
snip,
Lord.
snap, snip, snap.
Oh, Lord. Okay, well, look, Thomas, we appreciate you calling back. Sorry for this giant mountain you have to climb now, but hey, you had that instinct and you were right, and it's going to be all awkward all the time now. So I don't know. Keep in touch and let us know if anything changes, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, take care. That'd be so weird, though. You're 30 years old and all of a sudden your dad's giving you another brother or sister.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that
the dad's not he's in his
older.
60s, so he's got at least maybe 20, 30 years left.
Right. I mean,
a long time to be around this
It's
girl.
not totally foreign to think that a man in the second act of his life, because his wife died, is having babies with somebody new. I mean, I know we've had people on this show talk about how their elder dads remarried someone who was of childbearing age, and they had to have the awkward conversation as adult children with their dad. So are you going to be a dad again? She's going to want to have a baby. You're going to be a great granddad and dad again?
Yeah.
Do you really want that? I mean, I don't know.
It's I love my kids at their age now. Mm-hmm. 12 years and 13, 15, that area.
Do you think you could go back and do it again?
No,
at this point?
You don't want an 8-month-old?
Hell no.
You want an 8-month-old?
Sounds like I got one for you.
You can hang out with if you want.
Once you've done it, it's okay, I've done that.
I don't think I could
every
go back
year
and do
it gets
that.
better. Every year it's I like this time.
You gotta love every age.
But it's fun when they're older now and you can hang out.
Talk like an adult with them.
Yesterday when I took my daughters and they were like, I want to get this lip gloss. And I was like, hold on, let me see. Now we're in the cosmetics phase.
Oh, man.
Skincare. This is big. Skincare.
Took that
and I keep telling my daughters, you are not a 48-year-old woman. You don't need hyaluronic acid on your face.
I don't know what's going on.
Because they just see moisturizer. They're like picking stuff. I go, no. You don't need hyaluronic acid on your face.
We go back to fidget spinners from 10 years ago.
Right.
Right.
A lot easier, though.
I'm okay with them being into the girly stuff. I just don't want them buying, like, oil of Olay Regenerist. Like, they don't
Vitamin C complex.
Yeah.
For aging skin.
Like, don't they have like 11-year-old moisturizer out there? Can I just find an 11-year-old moisturizer?
Yeah, my daughter spent like $100
one for 11-year-olds.
Some birth bees.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
something
Burt's Bees or Johnson & Johnson. Use the baby
Johnson
stuff.
& Johnson.
Right. Can we
Sunky
just do
smells
that?
so good.
If you have something good, you want to give me a tip on what to let your 11-year-old wear on her face. I'm all good at 37530. I'd love to read your text. Now
Sunblock.
it's time for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with What's Going Down in H-Town.
Brought to you by Duncan. I'm getting nervous. Gonna have the big art show. It's gonna be Art Museum TX in Sugarland, Town Square this Thursday. Come on out, y'all. It's November 30th. Gonna be there from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And it's all gonna help out Houston's little heroes, all the kids at Texas Children's. So basically what I've done is the last couple of years, I've done all these paintings. I've just spent a lot of time and effort and put a lot into these things. And if you'd like a piece of art, come on out.
Are there themes to
Pick
the
up
paintings?
a painting. Yeah, there are. I mean,
Does it
there's
say like dark corner or blue moon or
a lot of it's
in my
colorful,
thoughts?
but then there's some earth tone stuff as well. And you can just
Do
come
you
out.
have samples on your?
And people can see it?
Yeah.
At Radio Ryan Chase. I got every single painting up on my Instagram. You can check it out. And it's going to be first come, first serve. So show up, make a donation, walk out with a painting. Everybody wins. Every single penny goes to Texas Children's. Love to see you there. And that's what's going down.
In H-Town, or actually in Sugartown.
Sugarland. Sugartown.
Sugartown. All right, coming up next, we're going to go around the table.
Oh, there's some good headlines today. This one. People are happier in marriages after having affairs.
Huh?
Oh, man.
What?
What?
So between that one and why you should stay single in your 20s,
I do agree with that one.
let's see which
Even the scientists
story
are right on that one.
sounds like it makes more sense. We'll go around the table next on the Roula and Ryan Show.